If more is better, then this is the best sled ever made. But we all know that there's more to a great sled than just horsepower and features. So today I have just one question. Who is the TZ1 Turbo Touring meant for? And I don't mean what are you supposed to do with it. Clearly this is a luxury touring sled meant for two. In fact, this sled is among the most luxurious touring sleds ever made. What I'm trying to figure out is what market segment a 177 horsepower turbocharged 4-stroke touring sled actually fits into. What I'm not saying is that combining huge horsepower with Cadillac-like size and features is not fun, because believe me, it is. Barreling down the lake at 100 miles an hour with your wife on the back, that's a feeling you're simply not going to get anywhere else. But just how many people have this level of performance on the list when they head out to buy a 2-up touring sled? My guess is that it's not many, but for those who do, this sled fits the bill. Under the hood is the very same 177 horsepower, turbocharged and intercooled 1056cc 3-cylinder 4-stroke that's found in the Z1 turbo models. It's our opinion that this is the very best factory turbocharged snowmobile motor ever made. It's very smooth despite its insane horsepower numbers. It doesn't come on too strong and it doesn't suffer from excessive turbo lag thanks to the turbo being tuned to provide boost at an extremely low RPM. Arctic Cat's tuned this turbo to generate boost even at idle, which means the turbo never actually needs to spool up, and that means the power is always immediate. Is the TZ1 Turbo fast? Yeah, of course it's fast. It's faster than any other 2-up sled I've ever ridden. But unfortunately it's also big and heavy, which means on the trail it feels a little bit more like a cruise ship than it does a speedboat. Not that it necessarily handles bad, it's just that it can't be pushed as hard as its 177 horsepower would suggest. When ridden hard, it tends to wallow in the corners and will push through the apex. When the skis do get traction, it often results in unexpected inside ski lift. The simple solution is to slow down and ride easier. But this is a high-performance touring sled. Slow is not what this thing's about. And this is where I think we need to get a little more specific about the TZ1 Turbo. If trail riding is what you plan to do most, the truth of the matter is that the non-turbo TZ1 would be a better choice of sled. Its power is smoother, and it actually handles a little bit better. It's meant to be ridden at speeds more suited to this chassis. The TZ1 Turbo is a lake racer. It's also very at home in Northern Ontario and Quebec, where the trails are ultra wide and groomed perfectly smooth. But in the tight, twisty trails of the rest of the North American snowbelt, this sled can feel pretty big and heavy, which is why it's important to make sure that you really do need a TZ1 Turbo before you go out and buy one. The rest of this sled is pure touring goodness. And of all the touring sleds on the market, Arctic's TZ1 lineup is among the most comfortable and best equipped. The King Queen seat is comfortable and soft. It's also heated for both the driver and passenger. The passenger backrest is completely adjustable, and wind protection on this sled is outstanding. The LXR package includes a set of 3 soft bags that can be removed independently depending on how much storage you need. Now these bags are big and they fit well in the sled, but they're a pain to remove. The 144-inch slide action skid frame provides an absolutely stellar ride, quite possibly the best ride in the industry. And thanks to its flip-up fiberglass helper springs, it only takes a few minutes to go from 1-up to fully loaded 2-up settings. The AWS 5 front suspension is very capable of soaking up anything you drive it over. Its Fox Zero Pro front shocks are not adjustable, but do a great job of carrying this turbocharged monster. The TZ1 Turbo Touring is not a precise trail carver, and it's not a laid-back 2-up cruiser. But what this sled isn't really doesn't have any effect on how we feel about it, because we live in lake country. And here, more is always better. More comfort, more amenities, and of course, more horsepower. Running 95 miles an hour down Kevlar Lake with the wife on the back, everyone warm, comfortable, and happy, now that's what the TZ1 Turbo Touring LXR is all about.